Hi besties. Hello. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be fun to do a ramble or just a video when I have my retainers in. And I was like, you know what, we're gonna talk about my dental journey. So I have a retainer on the bottom. And a retainer on the top, and then I have a wire on the bottom as well. I can also use my tongue to get my bottom retainer off, but I can't do the top. I used to be able to do the top, but I had to get a different one that goes up higher because my mom let my dog eat my retainers twice. She let him eat them twice. Like, I wasn't home and she let him into my room and he ate them twice. So I had to get this one that goes up higher, because it was like, I only got this one like 2 years ago, and I got my retainers when I was like 16 or 17, I can't remember. My teeth journey has been quite long, but yeah. Anyways, I do feel like I make a lot of mouth sounds, and I do have a lisp, a little bit of a lisp, because I have both of them in. When I did get my braces off, and I was talking normally, I didn't really have a lisp, like I got used to it. But also right now, I definitely feel like I'm doing it more on purpose. But yeah, I do have a lisp still now. Sometimes when I talk, just because I only wear my retainers 2 times a week now at night. Yeah. So my braces journey started in like the 6th grade. So I used to have an overbite. I can't overbite now, but I had an overbite and my front teeth were crossed. So, this one was crossed over. I had like a cute little front cross, and that's why they're not 100% like straight across. It's just because the one tooth wore down more because of the angle it was at. I also have Tom Cruise teeth, so the center of my teeth isn't in the center of my face, but it's in the center of my mouth. And you can notice it a lot on camera, unfortunately, but it's like way less noticeable in person. Like everyone's like, oh really? But like the second people see me on camera, they're like, oh no, I can see it, so that's great. And in 6th grade, so I had to get jaw surgery in 6th grade in order to get my braces put on. And that was a time in amongst itself. I've told this story before, but so I had a cyst in my jaw, which is basically like there was like a hole in it, so they had to open it up, drain it out, and like sew it back up. And I was in 6th grade, so I was scared. And my mom was like, no big deal, like we were on this waiting list, so it was gonna be a couple months. And I knew that the surgery was because my brother had to have it like a few years before me, because we both had the same thing in our jaws because we're biologically related. Anyway, I remember that my sisters told me on this Friday, they were like, Mom's gonna wake you up on Monday morning and you have to go for surgery, and like she's not gonna tell you, but you're going on Monday morning. And I was like, what? Like what? And so I was like, Mom, like I confronted her as I should have. I was like, what the heck? Like, that's really rude. And she was like, oh, like I knew you were gonna be upset, so I didn't want to tell you. And I was like, but now you've lied to me, and I'm more upset about the fact that you've lied to me, instead of like the fact that I have to go and get my jaw fixed, because it was at the point where if I had gotten hit really hard in this side of my face, it would have like broken my jaw. I was like, you lied to me, so now I'm upset. And anyways, to this day, she's like, I never did that. I didn't do that to you. And I was like, yes you did. And two of my other sisters are like, no, yes you did. Like, you did do that. So I had to get jaw surgery, and I had like a giant bruise on my face. I have a school picture to prove it, and I like ate soup for like what felt like a month. Anyways, so then I got my braces on in it's always so much fun. But yeah, I had like a normal braces like situation, and then I think I had them on for almost 3 years because I did have like a really bad overbite, so that was like a thing. Yeah, and then I got them off. I got my retainers, that whole thing, and then so if you like are familiar with braces, I just had like the regular silver ones because I was a teenager, like whatever. I usually went with like green colored elastics. I would do green mostly, and I hated when people would do more than one color. It wasn't me, baby. No. I was a one color gal. I hated when there was like 2 colors. It wasn't me. But yeah, so there's like a little hook on some of your braces that they glue on so that you can put the elastics on. So I had those like the whole time because I wore my elastics a lot. Usually throughout the night. The worst was when they would break in your mouth because they were just like old, right? That's the worst. So you always had to like carry a little bag full of like teeny little elastics in case one of yours broke. Yeah. So then I had those little things on my teeth, and they actually like wore away my gum. So then I had to go and get gum surgery to like replace it because the gum was receding. So they like cut it off of the top of my mouth and like put it. It was over here, and that was horrible. And then I was on amoxicillin because it's an antibiotic, and I'd gotten like a gum graft basically. And then I was allergic to the amoxicillin, and I had these teeny little bumps all over my body. So that wasn't great. But then finally, after that, things turned around, and my teeth were finally good. I was just like wearing my retainer, and there was like a point where I had to wear my retainer like every single night because my teeth were moving again, and that was like really annoying. But now we're here. I do have to wear my retainer for life. Yeah. So yeah, I had a cross tooth. Maybe I'll put a picture in. Maybe I won't. But my sister and I, like my twin sister and I, had the same teeth, and my grandma had the same cross, and my dad has it, and my one aunt. So it's like a family thing. But yeah, I got my teeth fixed. I am missing some because I did also have to get some pulled before. But yeah, I guess that's my teeth story. I thought it was gonna be like longer, but I guess not. But yeah, I thought that like this would be a quick little ramble. I could talk about my retainers. I used to go to parties when I got my braces off, and I would drink with my retainers in, even though you're not supposed to do that. I also chewed gum when I had braces. As long as it wasn't super sugary, it was totally fine. And yeah, also, let me know what you clean your retainer with, because my orthodontist was like, use dish soap. So I still use dish soap. He said, oh my god, that was like the hugest swallow, because you do have a lot of saliva in your mouth when you're wearing plastic in your mouth. But my orthodontist told me to use dish soap because toothpastes are more abrasive, so it's gonna scratch the plastic, and then you're gonna like get stuff in there, and like it won't be good. He also said you could use the little like tabs that dissolve for like dentures, but I was always just like not interested in having like an open liquid in the bathroom with my retainers in it. You know what I mean? And I don't think you should put a lid on. I don't know. I still use dish soap. Also, let me know if you guys have the little blue flossy things, and because my teeth, like when your teeth move, the gum isn't necessarily gonna come with it. So I have like a couple little holes down here, so I don't even need the flosser anymore to floss in there. I just like roll up the floss and stick it in. I also have a little hole in my gum up here because my teeth are crossed, so the gum doesn't go all the way down. So I can actually spit